Morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Thank you very much for joining us. And if you are new, thank you very much for dropping by. Welcome to SafeUp.tv, a channel where we drop alpha week in, week out. You might be familiar with the content, but the way we present our case when we are looking at any of these crypto projects, you'll find it possibly quite dissimilar to what you've come across before. So today we are going to be dropping some alpha on a project you have probably heard about, or you've heard it maybe not in good light, but today we are going to present our own angle. This again is not a deep dive. This is a summary review of this project. And the project we're going to be discussing today, guys, is ICP, or Internet Computer. So what is Internet Computer? With the chief aim to run blockchain-based applications at the speed of the current internet, Internet Computer, or ICP, is a blockchain-based platform aiming to build a decentralized version of the internet. Developed by the Zug-based or Zug-based Definite Foundation, which I believe is in Switzerland, Internet Computer is a distributed alternative to centralized cloud servers, thinking of entities such as Amazon Web Services, Alphabet, Google's parent company, Microsoft, and many others come to mind. Internet Computer, or ICP, lets individuals and organizations deploy websites, applications, social networks, and other web-based services with the network capable of processing transactions at speed previously associated with more centralized technology and infrastructure. While the current internet runs on an internet protocol, or IP, Internet Computer is ushering in an ICP, which is the same acronym used to identify Internet Computer's native token, but this time it just stands for Internet Computer Protocol. With the node network spanning the globe, Internet Computer's ICP powers the Internet Computer Protocol, with the independent data centers that run the Definity network compensated with the ICP token for running the network's code. By the way, Definity is the research center which created and developed the Internet Computer Protocol, or ICP, which is run by the Definity Foundation. The over 80 node operators or data centers and 550 nodes do not have access to the data they are processing, which means user data is kept safe with no opportunities to sell user data onto third parties. So again, good start. That is to be commended compared to the likes of Google and Amazon, who must harvest our data and sell it on to third parties, some of it for nefarious purposes. Now let's briefly look into some of the value proposition for Internet Computer. Nearly half of all staged ICP tokens are locked for a minimum of 8 years. That's something retail investors should applaud and like, and I think that's music to their ears, because what it means is there won't be any token dump within the immediate future. So it's off to ICP for that. And that's because ICP claims to be the only chain to host decentralized applications 100% on chain. ICP also claims to have unbound scalability. Internet Computer can also serve web direct to your web browser or to a user's web browser. It also claims to provide user experience so that a user can't even realize they're on a blockchain. Exactly. I Google, I go on the internet and stuff, but it never dawns on me that, oh, I'm actually using internet protocol. I don't need to know that. All I want is just what I'm going on the internet for. So if that is the case, we think Internet Computer are on the right path. User data is also kept safe and is not sold on to other parties. ICP's reverse gas feature means users do not even need to hold the ICP tokens when interacting with certain decentralized applications. Okay, which means someone else is paying. It might not be the user, but someone else is paying, which is good. That's what drives mass adoption. Think about it for a minute. If I go on the internet today, someone do pay for the internet protocol. Someone does pay for my activity on the internet. It's just not me, but someone does pay. You are talking of advertisers and people who host websites and stuff. They are paying for my transaction fees. Just imagine if everyone who goes online, you are being charged a transaction fee that you are required to pay, which means you must have a wallet where you actually need to pay online. Then we will not have had the mass adoption we've had with the internet. So I think, again, Internet Computer have got a good model here where the service provider is the one who is going to be paying for the gas fees with their reverse gas feature. I think that's a strong feature. Internet Computer, or ICP, is the native token for the Internet Computer. Key components to the Internet Computer protocol as follows. You got the Network Nervous System, or NNS. The Network Nervous System is the autonomous software that governs the Internet Computer. It manages the entire system from the network structure to the economics of the network. It is hosted by the network and is an integral part of the protocol used to create the Internet Computer blockchain. By weaving together the node machines, it allows the Definity network to become both autonomous and adaptive. The NNS is a public key capable of validating all ICP transactions and will act as the master blockchain. The next key feature is that of subnets. A subnet is a unique blockchain configuration within the Internet Computer that is capable of integrating with other blockchains to increase the capacity of the entire network. Subnets are created created when the NNS combines with nodes, and the subnets are used to hold canisters, which are an evolved type of smart contract. Currently, there are about 36 subnets hosted on ICP. I won't proceed without covering what a canister is either. Canisters, as you may have already picked up, are analogous to smart contracts. Canisters can call on any other canister or subnet in a transparent manner, and they are trustless as well. In fact, canisters do not even distinguish between one subnet from another. The third feature of Internet Computer Protocol or key component is neurons. Neurons are used to time lock ICP tokens in order to generate voting power for voting on network proposals. Neurons can also be made to follow each other to automate tasks. For example, in a new form of democracy, by arranging specific neurons in a certain way or particular way during proposal voting as part of a protocol's governance, tasks can be automated, representing what is being referred to as liquid democracy. ICP tokens logged within neurons can also be dissolved before converting them into cycles to power computation. The fifth component is cycles. Cycles denote computational resources on the internet computer. Canisters consume cycles to support persistent memory data for bandwidth needs and for CPU cycles. Canisters themselves maintain an accounting of resources used by their applications, and this is expressed in units of cycle. And the sixth component for Internet Computer Protocol is the Internet Identity Service. This enables the user to authenticate securely and anonymously when they access applications that use the service as an authentication method. Each login triggers a unique identity, which then in turn can be linked to any user registered device. So as part of our DYO, our risk evaluation or review, we do apply our 13 elements, which are as follows. You got decentralization, security, interoperability, scaling, use cases, project team, social media presence via Discord and via Twitter, as well as the tokenomics, where we look at 4 areas. And those 4 areas under tokenomics are maximum tokens available, circulating supply, tokens issued at project launch, as well as tokens allocated to insiders. So we'll give a brief review of some selected elements from the list of 13, starting with the project team. Dfinity has over 251 team members spread across the globe. Use cases range from the ICP token being used to power the Internet Computer Protocol through computation fees. The ICP protocol can support entire enterprises and financial systems. The Internet Computer ecosystems covers areas such as decentralized finance or DeFi, NFTs, gaming, social applications, metaverse, among many others. When it comes to decentralization, the Network Nervous System or NNS is the autonomous software that governs the internet computer. It manages the entire system from the network structure to the economics of the network. NNS is hosted by the network and is an integral part of the protocols used to create the internet computer blockchain. By weaving together the node machines, it allows Dfinity Network to become both autonomous and adaptive. The NNS is a public key capable of validating all ICP transactions and will act as the master blockchain. The NNS also handles governance voting, covering the following areas. You've got the expansion of the node network. It controls and verifies proposals to be voted on. The NNS can also prevent any changes to its own logic, which is an interesting feature, as that could lead to the algorithm rejecting any attempts to make any changes to how it operates itself. So there you go. I think it's quite tricky to amend the NNS protocol or algorithm. As far as security is concerned, as we've seen under decentralization, the decentralization of data and computation controlled by the protocol is more precise than leaving it to chance. In addition, subnets are able to interact with other subnets through the use of unique chain keys that are part of a unique cryptographic pattern developed by Dfinity. On interoperability, Internet Computer provides canister smart contract functionality. This can do many new things, including serving interactive web experiences directly to users by processing HTTP requests, creating transactions that directly run on other blockchains using chain key transactions, scaling without limit, and running with efficiency comparable to traditional IT or internet technology. Now on to scaling. In contrast to proof of work or proof of stake consensus mechanism, Internet Computer uses the chain key technology, which means the entire Internet Computer platform only needs one public key to verify transactions compared to the thousands, if not millions, potentially required under alternative consensus mechanism. This allows it to operate at scale, speed, outstripping the likes of Ethereum and Bitcoin. We know those are not fast blockchains anyway. ICP social media presence via Twitter. ICP boasts just over 630,100 Twitter followers and just over 4,500 Discord members, unless there is another Discord channel that we did not come across. We saw 4,500 Discord members, which is a complete imbalance balance between the Twitter followers and the Discord channel. Token distribution for ICP. Ticker symbol ICP. Token supply 498,145,265 ICP tokens with no hard cap. Circulating supply 435.64 million. Token distribution, early adopters 9.5%. Seed donations, don't know what that is, 24.72%. Strategic investors 7%. Pre-sale 4.96%. Strategic partnerships 3.79%. Community airdrop 0.8%. Wow, that's tiny. Initial community and developer grants 0.48%. Node operators 0.22%. Internet Computer Association 4.26%. Team members 18%. Advisors and other third-party token holders 2.4%. Definitive Foundation 23.86%. Wow, very rarely do I come across such a one-sided affair when it comes to token allocation. This token allocation screams insider. That's what this is, and according to our own analysis of these figures, we came up with 98.5% of the ICP tokens allocated to Project Insider. This can be good. No wonder why the crypto community has been shunning ICP. This cannot be good. That also explains why there was a massive dump on pre-launch. I think it was pumped, and I do believe FTX or Alameda Research was behind that initial pump for dumping it. So I believe they created a synthetic of the ICP token that they were selling on the FTX centralized exchange, because this ICP token went to well over 400 or 500 before dumping to less than $100, and then after that, right now I think it's around the $6 mark. So not good at all. And these tokenomics, they do point at a situation where the wider crypto community have no role to play within this. This is why it's being shunned by the retail investor. There are some who are still investing. Why not? Because I think based on what we've just seen, ICP or Internet Computer has got a big future, got a very good future in my view. But these tokenomics, no chance. They're terrible. Anyway, let's move on to the scoring of the ICP protocol across the 13 elements that we review as part of our DYO or risk evaluation. A quick rundown of those 13 elements once more. So you got decentralization, security, scaling, interoperability, project team, social media presence via Twitter as well as via Discord. Age of the project, use cases, tokens issued at project launch before we go to tokens in circulation at the point of recording this video, maximum tokens available as well as insider token allocation, which is going to be a major bone of contention when it comes to scoring. So we are going to score these 13 elements from 0 to 10 points, 0 being the worst or poor, 10 being the best or maximum. Once we've completed the scoring, we then aggregate the scores, and it is the total score that we classify under the following 4 risk categories. No-go category, where the risk is the highest, the project will have scored 0 to 64 points out of 130. Could go to 0, a project will have scored 65 to 89 points out of 130. Potential category, a project will have scored 90 to 109 points out of 130. Go for it category, a project will have scored 110 to 130 points out of 130. So those are the 4 risk categories. Now onto the actual scoring across the 13 elements for Internet Computer. Decentralization, 7.5 points out of 10. Security, 5 points out of 10. Scaling, 7.5 points out of 10. Interoperability, 10 points out of 10. Project team, 10 points out of 10. Social media presence via Twitter, 7.5 points. Social media presence via Discord, 2.5 points. Age of the project, 2.5 points. Use cases, 10 points, because we think ICP has got a myriad of use cases. It's just like the internet, anything on the internet basically. That is the scope of its use cases. Tokens issued at project launch, 5 points out of 10. Tokens in circulation at the point of recording, 2.5 points. Maximum tokens available, there is no hard cap, therefore we are going to proceed and keep 0. Insider token allocation, as you already suspected, we intimated a terrible set of affairs when it comes to insider token allocation. Therefore, we are going to proceed and give ICPs 0 points out of 10. Again, guys, those are the 13 elements. Do you agree with the scores we've allocated to ICP? Do you currently hold ICP, the token? Let us know in the comment section. The aggregate score comes up to 70 points out of 130. So just imagine if there was a hard cap and the token allocation was fair to the wider community, not just to insiders, as we can see here. Granted, someone is going to invest to get the project off the ground and to pay developers over the several years this project has been under development. Granted, we get that. But 98.5% allocation to project insiders, that is just terrible. I cannot condemn it enough. Again, that is just my own point of view. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you subscribe to a project who go by the token allocation that we just seen for ICP? Mind you, they are not the worst. We've seen some projects who allocate 100% to insiders. Our point of view, token allocation, the tokenomics suck. Project economics, great. Use cases, everything you could dream of from a crypto project. From my point of view, at the moment, I do not hold any ICP tokens. investments, but it's a project I don't mind having a smaller position in ICP. So when certain price points are reached, I'll probably consider investing into ICP. At the moment, no, because the tokenomics, they just suck. But at some point, I'll consider adding, a small position to ICP. Anyway, guys, there you have it. Our view on internet computer. Do you agree with our view? Let us know in the comment section. And don't forget, guys, to leave a comment on what you think. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. We bring you a different take that you do not get from the other YouTubers on YouTube. We give you a different take, a unique take on things. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section. Until next time, guys, this is FD for Safe5.tv signing out for now. Bye.